What's it up, baby? Y'all know it is the big boss, hot boss dog. Can't pull through the door. Here to talk this boxing. So, Gervonta Tank Davis put on his Instagram account that he's going to be coming back and fighting in December. The speculations, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that it may be Pitbull Cruz. We don't know. I'm saying that a lot of people are having a lot of backlash about that. They want to see him in there with top competition, in which I'm not going to lie, I do too. But I'm just talking from a competitor, as a fighter. If I got a bunch of people saying this guy beat me, I'm going to fight him again. That's just me personally. Now, me personally, I would have fought Pitbull Cruz a long time ago. But Tank Davis is really not in full control of his career. Leonard Ellerby and control the narrative on Tank Davis. You know what I mean? They decide when he fight, when he don't fight, who he fight. They decide all that. You know what I mean? So it's nothing he can do. All he do is just basically, they say you fighting him, cool. He fight him. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But as pertains to the Isaac Pitbull Cruz, I wouldn't be opposed to that happening. You know what I mean? Like, me personally, I feel like Isaac Pitbull Cruz is a dangerous fighter. Look how he been looking since he fought Tank. This boy been destroying people, bro. Like, now you could say, hey, man, Gamboa washed up, but look how he destroyed Gamboa. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm saying, bro, at the end of the day. Look how he did it. So, I'm a big fan of Isaac Pitbull Cruz. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, I've been watching Isaac Pitbull. The first time he caught my eye was when he stretched that dude in the first round. On some gangster stuff. That boy, Isaac Pitbull Cruz is something to play with. He nothing to play with, my bad. You know what I mean? So, I wouldn't have no problem seeing that fight. But I want to see Tank in there with top competition. I want to see him in there with Devin. You know what I mean? Which, Devin, the problem with that fight is Devin has obligations that he has to uphold. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devin got to fight Kambosos. And if Devin beat Kambosos, then he might have to fight Lomachenko. You know what I mean? Because I think he got a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. So I think he might have to fight Lomachenko after that. You know what I mean? So, hopefully Devin can fight Tank. Now, the problem with that is Devin is undisputed at 135. But Tank is the bigger star at 135. So they run into that point where it's like, well, who gonna be the A side? You know what I mean? Because Devin got all the belts, but Tank sell more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where you just be like, okay, that's gonna be a hard fight to make. Now, me knowing Devin Haney, if it came down to it, just his mentality, I think Devin would be like, you know what? I'll be the B side, so I can show y'all that I can still beat this dude. You know what I mean? That's Devin mindset, because Devin ain't gonna, like, he don't really, he'll be like, I'll be the B side, so I can show y'all I'll beat the brakes off this boy. You know what I mean? Like, that's Devin Haney mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't got no issues with, Devin, but that's gonna be a hard fight to make. Now, Ryan Garcia, I already know my stance on it. I don't feel like he's ready to fight Tank right now. Now, granted, that's a big money fight because Ryan Garcia has a different kind of fan on his side. You know what I mean? He's bringing a different demographic of fans into the sport of boxing. So, anything with Ryan Garcia, he bringing them little K-pop fans into, social media, all that, into boxing. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, if I'm a promoter and I'm looking at money only, I'm like, damn. Hey, we can make so-and-so. I don't give a damn if you lose. This how much money you gonna make. Get in there with him. You know what I'm saying? But when I say stuff like he not ready, I'm looking at him as his development as a fighter. This can help him or hurt him as a fighter. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. I think it's gonna hurt Ryan Garcia. He's not that mentally strong. If he gets stretched by Tank, that boy, I don't see him coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? You see certain fighters, they take a loss and they able to bounce back. You see what I'm saying? Look at Charlo. Charlo took that loss to Tony Harrison. He came back, fought Tony Harrison. I mean, he was pissed. So he was finna fight Tony Harrison the first time, had to fight that other dude, then fought Tony Harrison, stretched him. And then look what he did after that. You know what I mean? So you got fighters that are mentally strong, you know, that's just like, hey, I'm gonna step back in there. And they get back focused and get back disciplined after taking a loss. You know, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? And I don't think Ryan Garcia yet is mentally strong, you know, because in my opinion, he gonna lose the Tank. I don't think he'll be mentally strong to come off a loss and bounce back and, you know, be able to, you know, be that fighter that, you know, well, some people are hoping he can be. You know, he may develop it. He may be Tank. I don't see that happening, but I just think that it's not the time right now. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Tank could go to 140 and fight Teofimo, but I think Tank needs to stay at 130, 135. You know what I mean? And campaign there. I know Mayweather Promotions, they strategically move him up and down to kind of for money, because that's all it is. It's money. People try to say, oh, they're not as confident in Tank. They confident in Tank, but Mayweather Promotions is moved by money. If you come with the right dollar amount, they'll make it happen. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They care about money. That's what they care about. So Tank's career is going how it's going because they looking at the dollar amount. Like, Tank is probably one of the highest paid non-champions in boxing. That's what it is. He's one of the highest paid. He make more money than Devin, more money than Ryan. Like, he's a superstar. You know what I mean? So this dude right here is putting, and his people are watching him. He's selling out arenas, doing all this pay-per-view. Like, dude, a superstar. Mayweather Promotions know what they doing, but their matchmaking is based off of dollar amount. We're gonna put him in here with a guy who's gonna bring the most money, and that's why they put him in there with Pitbull Cruz. That's why they put him in there with Hispanic fighters. When they put him in there with Rolly, that was strategic. They knew, okay, Rolly is Cuban. That's a Latin. You know what I'm saying? Cuban and black. And they put it in New York. What demographic does New York have? They have a big Dominican and they have a big Latin community, period. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna support Rolly. They gonna come out there and support Rolly. Although Rolly not from there, they gonna support Rolly. All this is strategic. You know what I'm saying? It's strategy behind all this stuff. So, like I said before, I think Tank fighting Isak Pitbull Cruz, I understand it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I would like to see him in there with another elite fighter. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think that Tank Davis is gonna get in there with? Let's go.